I brought the bare minimum.
It's all right. It'll get the job done. Don't worry.
Yeah.
What is this? 54?
I brought the bare minimum. 54.
Urlacher.
Urlacher. And which sucks. I can't hear myself in my earphones like I usually do at home.
Because that's your gaming earphones, sir.
Nah. For some reason, I can't hear myself.
You're using your PS5.
There's probably a setting on there. There's definitely a setting on there that you should be able to open up.
He's using his PS5 headset.
Looks like it's PS2.5.
Yeah. I don't understand why I can't hear myself speak. Like the only way I can hear myself, matter of fact, is I got to take off one headphone. Now I can hear myself.
But you could hear us?
I hear you perfect.
That's so funny. Every now and then, this does that. When I get tripped up on the microphone and the headset, for whatever reason, I can hear, but I can't hear myself. So I got to unplug this and replug that, and eventually it gets going.
Yeah, I don't.
Do I sound any louder today? Do I sound any louder today, or my levels are still the same?
No, you sound good.
Oh, because I got the beats in today instead of the AirPods.
No, you sound good.
I want to see if it make a difference.
Yeah, I don't know.
So we're going to start off real quick. This is going to be, and we're going to turn this into a short for those of you out there who like the shorts and watch. We had a group chat. Felix sent something to Dewey, him not showing up, a lack of professionalism. It was Bill Tench from Mindhunter. Felix hasn't seen it, and I informed him that it's the best show Netflix has ever canceled. Voted on. It's the one show they screwed up on canceling. Every time you look up something, and don't get me wrong, did you ever see 1899 on Netflix?
I mean, how many shows does Netflix have that's been canceled?
Dude, every good show, they find a way to cut the axe to it. I never saw was it Jupiter something or other? I heard that was decent. They cut that. Cowboy Bebop. I don't know what it was. You ever see Cowboy Bebop?
I know Bebop and Rocksteady.
That was a great show. They cut that in seconds. All the good shows that Netflix has, they cut immediately.
I've never seen a Netflix show that's got cut. I've seen Netflix take shit that got cut and extend it.
I've seen that too, which is weird.
We'll take that shit you don't want, and we'll just make it worse.
They bring it back. They brought back Manifest. They brought back Lucifer.
They ruined Lucifer. It was never the same after Netflix got it.
It was good for first season.
They turned that bitch into a musical at one point.
They had.
I was like, "What is this?"
To do that.
I was like, "What is this? Why am I watching Lucifer and it's a musical?"
But people out there,
horrible.
If you, what show would you want people to bring back from Netflix? Which show? It's overwhelmingly Mindhunter by far.
Oh, Ozark, yeah.
Bring back Ozark, man.
But Ozark finished its show. It's 5 seasons and it was done.
Yeah.
No,
so they really didn't cancel it.
It didn't have to be done. They chose for it to be. They made a decision that they're not going to run any shows past 4 seasons, 5 seasons.
Yeah, because the if it gets popular, that means actors get raises and they ain't got no paper for it.
Well, that's why they said,
which is crazy though. You got. I mean, I'm not going to put The Simpsons because that's cartoon, so you don't got to pay voice actors. But like Friends, shows like that had long running.
But those were big network shows. They wasn't little
big
Netflix.
Network ads pay. Yeah, Friends was making towards the last 3 or 4 seasons $1 million per episode.
Yeah, them dudes was getting commercials and that's big
commercials
network money.
And stuff.
So then what about like the shows that like our House of Dragons, Westworld, like. That was big production.
Yeah, that's why they
every 2 years.
That's why they tried to and it take longer to do them, but that's why they was like, we got to get this Games of Thrones to come to an end, and then we'll just do a spinoff with some people you never seen before. Start all over again.
That's how it goes. You start with basically nobodies. As the shows progress, they want their raises. You get a red wedding, you get shit like that because you got to cut those salaries.
Yeah, the Stars has adopted that model, the president of Stars, so he's canceling stuff after 3 seasons now. That boy
they're gonna cancel it, and then if it was that popular, we'll just reboot it with new people.
Yeah, or you do a spin-off.
We'll do a spin-off, and we'll keep it moving. Be some people you never heard of, and then when they get popular, we'll do it again.
Mindhunter, they said it got too expensive to produce. I mean, it
was only one season, right, or two seasons? I remember seeing it.
It's guys. It's the development of profiling in the FBI is what it's about. They go and talk to serial killers or profiles.
No, I know what the show's about.
Is it a true story?
It's based on a true story, yeah. Which is why when it got cut, people were like, "Yo, what are you doing?"
It is.
This is like the best show Netflix has, and they cut it. They said it's too expensive, bro. It's like 1970s cars and houses. There's
it was based on true story. I remember.
No CGI, no special effects.
Netflix really don't know how to keep up a good thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, they don't.
They haven't finished Umbrella Academy yet. So, like, I'm waiting for this season to come, and I have no clue when the season's coming.
It's coming.
It's been like 2 years.
It's coming. Yeah. I think they said it's the final season, too.
But people, comment if you can. Is Mindhunter the worst show, the best show, however you want to phrase it, to get cut by Netflix and their lack of knowing what's good or not? I think it's up there. But I also like a lot of shows. But
I can't comment on that because I never heard of Mindhunters, and I can't name any good shows Netflix cut.
I didn't see some of it. Like if you don't have 2 seasons and a third on the way, I won't watch it. If I'm going to watch a TV show, 8 episodes, 10 episodes, unless it says limited series, I'm not going to invest the time into watching it. So I got to see at least 2 seasons and a third on the way. When I first watched Mindhunter, the first season was done, second season was on the way. So I watched it, and then boom, it got cut. I mean, you got to be kidding me. But I watched it a second time, even though I know the story wasn't going to progress, because it's such a good show.
Like, I'm thinking right now, I can't think of anything that I was watching on Netflix, and it got cut.
Like early? You mean like cut early?
Yeah, like cut, like canceled. Like, oh man,
did you ever see
canceled?
Did you ever see 1899, like a futuristic boat? It's very interesting.
I partied like it's 1999.
It got cut pretty quickly.
I don't care about no futuristic boat either.
That's badass. I mean, it's a great show.
I like sci-fi. Is it sci-fi?
It's a simulation. Like you think it's a simulation. It's a boat. They're doing all this stuff from 1899, like all this old school. At the very end, the girl walks out of this door, and they're up in space going to another, I guess, world because this one fell apart. And that was
sounds like it should have got canceled.
I was about to say
it's super interesting, bro. You got to watch it. It's a great show.
No, we're good.
Awesome show.
And then it would have stayed.
They say it's another thing, too expensive. Netflix has a way of spending way too much money.
You know what?
And then shit in the bed with it.
Altered Carbon.
That was a great show.
Well, the first season was good.
I'm not going that far, but
second season was trash. First season was awesome.
It was a good show.
First season was great.
After the second season, I don't blame them for canceling it.
You didn't like
the first season was really good.
You didn't like Falcon playing the new guy?
Nah, first season was dope. I get it. First season was dope. Second season, nah, cancel it. Whoever running Netflix, Johnny, it can go.
You better get your Wi-Fi fixed.
Yeah, tell them move the modem.
I'm having trouble with Wi-Fi?
Sure are.
Yeah.
No, not here. This place is known for Wi-Fi.
And now it's a little bit better. Now your mouth is catching back up. Dewey's not here, but this is episode 54. If weeks serve, and math is not my strong point, but 52 weeks in a year, I think we maybe have missed 1 week, but we've been doing this for 1 full year.
It's our happiest 1 year anniversary.
It's our 1 year anniversary.
Look
He's
at
out
that.
messing around with band practice.
Look at that. I was just gonna say, I remember talking about the draft last year, and then we had the mock draft this year.
Yeah.
I was like, man, we've been doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was our year. That mock draft was when we started. You think it would be better with the Wi-Fi and the sounds and the stuff like that?
Nah, but, I ran a speed test here. I'm getting 156 megs.
Well, it's working now.
This is the best hotel Wi-Fi you can get. You ain't getting no better Wi-Fi than that.
You might have hit a dead zone.
I got 183 megs going up.
You might have picked traffic. You might have picked up.
Yeah, person underneath you might have did their microwave real quick.
Look at that. Yeah. You can't get better than that in a hotel.
No, you're right. You're right.
This hotel apparently doesn't know Wi-Fi costs money. I guess
we're putting up a top provider coming here. Let's make sure we give them the good stuff.
Yeah, just give it to them, man. Just give it to them all.
So we're gonna jump We're going to jump into basketball playoffs. I have a question. It's a yes or no question, and then I'll give you a follow-up. So yes or no, is Jason Tatum a superstar?
Yes. Unequivocally, yes.
Rob? Your hesitation has already spoke volumes.
I guess.
So I saw the clip.
I think he's a star.
Superstar.
He's top 5.
So the clip that I saw.
Basketball player.
In the game?
In basketball.
Keep going. I like where this is headed because it's going to play into the comment that I saw.
Disclaimer, he's a Celtics fan, so we're going to keep it moving.
In basketball. High school, AAU, NBA, WNBA, Dutch League, Russian League.
Do they have a Dutch
African League? Well, Turkish, France, French fries. Top 5.
Top 5? Okay, so the clip that I saw, the guy said, no, Jason Tatum is not a superstar. His reasoning is, outside of Boston, no one knows who he is.
Everyone knows.
His brand isn't big enough. If he's walking the red carpet and still like, yo, who is that guy? That is what he...
And they robbed Wemby of Defensive Player of the Year.
That is what they were talking to him about being a superstar. And he said, if James Harden walks the street, you know who he is.
So that makes him top 5?
So he's going off of popularity then.
He's top 50 right now.
That's what I'm asking. This guy said Jason Tatum is not a top 5 because he doesn't have brand recognition and he said James Harden. So
yeah, that doesn't define your status.
Come on.
I agree with 100%.
That doesn't honestly that doesn't define your status in nothing. Like
nothing at all. Come on.
Sports.
Come on. That's like saying
actors.
That's like saying OBJ is top 5. He can't walk down the street probably.
Agreed.
That's a dumb take.
That doesn't make you a superstar. It makes you notable, makes you popular, a celebrity.
Tell him stick to Fashion Week.
Yeah, if I put OBJ and Amon St. Brown in a street and they both walk down the sides of the street,
yep,
ain't nobody gonna know who Amon St. Brown is.
You're 100% correct. So
they gonna say OBJ. Today,
I was like, all right, I got to bring this up because I knew you have something to say about
top 47.
Yeah, that he needs to be. Tell him go to Fashion Week.
It's all horrible. And JT's top 5. Stop hating.
Do you want to hear the clip?
No, I don't. I'm gonna get upset.
Because I'm with you. It doesn't make sense. If you're a basketball superstar, your notoriety outside shouldn't make you a superstar in the game.
Tatum's top 10.
You are a superstar basketball player. That should be what it is.
I don't believe it.
Tatum's top 10. I don't know. I mean, an argument can be made for him to be in top 5, but he's top 10 for sure.
Did you guys see what?
That dude's a retard. Whoever he is.
He's just some random dude. I'm not sure how old this is. Did you guys see Devin Booker versus Anthony Edwards? If there was one thing you would get rid of in the NBA, Devin Booker said back-to-backs. Anthony Edwards says stop being soft and sitting down and being lazy. You go to play basketball. We're here to play basketball.
Keep it moving.
That's hilarious.
It's the same Devin Booker that was crying in the offseason about being double-teamed in the gym. I'm trying to work on my game. Well, that's part of the game, dum-dum. That's why you can't handle pressure and traps.
That's awesome.
And you turn the ball over because
I got you.
Yeah, no. Go sit your ass down.
All right, because I side with Anthony.
You guys doing?
I understand dudes get tired. I understand it's a long season, but I'm not in basketball shape. I'm not running up and down all the time. But I mean, you're getting your breaks. You're sitting down a back to back. You mean you're playing basketball? Well, I don't understand what the big deal is.
That's soft talk. That's soft.
That's
that low management crap that Kawhi Leonard started.
Yeah, I'm just all right. I'm with Anthony Edwards on this one. It makes sense to me.
That's why I love that. That's why I love that kid, man. That boy baller, new face of the league. Let go.
He was great in Hustle. I thought he was an actual actor. I was like, who is this guy? He's pretty good.
Multi-talented.
I never watched it.
Hustle's a great movie.
That's a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
That's a damn good movie.
But yeah,
so is he really Michael Jordan's son?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's weird that you say that.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's share the screen. Here we go.
The Michael Jordan stuff is starting to happen.
Yeah.
And it's not just one random person. It's like almost everybody now, including Michael Jordan. Last week,
he got his nose.
Michael Jordan, like,
okay,
loves Anthony.
Big flex.
Like everybody else out here talking about, what do you think Michael Jordan thinks about Anthony Edwards? Stephen A. Smith's like, I'll just ask him.
Hey, let me call him up.
Look at this. Look at this.
This is like stunting like my daddy. Stunting like my daddy.
Lifetime for Michael Jordan.
Stunting like
come
my
on,
daddy.
what are we doing? It looks the same thing. It looks like the same thing.
So is that what this is about? People think that father-son? Is that what they think it is?
They think Michael Jordan's long lost son.
Yeah, they're going off of a clip or article that Jordan talked about when in his Wizard days. He said in 2001, the tail end of his career, or him coming back after his second retirement, that a bunch of women was just being thrown at him so much, and he was just getting down. So he said he probably got kids out there that he don't know about.
Oh,
and so they took that and they ran with it, and now because Edwards seems to be good and had an identical basketball play, getting around somebody and dunking, he's his long son.
Yeah, but Anthony Edwards is from Georgia.
He's from Outtown?
He's from Athens, Georgia.
His mom might have frequent Washington, D.C., and then moved back to Athens. I mean, Washington, D.C. is a popular place.
There is a team in Atlanta, so they may travel, get to the hotel.
Maybe she went to visit the White House.
That's true.
Lincoln Memorial.
That's true.
Playoffs. Round 2.
The Bible Museum.
Round 2. Boston and Cleveland.
Yeah.
Let's run around the room real quick. Who you got, Boston or Cleveland?
Boston 4-zip. Easy work.
New York, Indiana. Right now, New York's up 1-0. Who we got here?
I got Pacers in 6.
Pacers in 6, huh? After last night?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What are you feeling there, Felix? Pacers in 6?
I'm going with Kyler Murray and the Knicks.
Okay. Minnesota, Denver. Denver's up or down 0-2.
Well, before the series started, I said Wolves in 6.
They might be in trouble.
No, Mike. They in trouble.
I mean, 0-2 is tough. That's tough.
They just got to see if they don't get swept with broomsticks.
They need another joker.
OKC and Dallas.
That one's a little. Dallas. That's a little tricky for me, but I'm going with Dallas.
Kyrie.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. I like OKC though, but I'm gonna go with Dallas.
All right. So I'm looking. I don't pay attention much to basketball, but I'm looking here. I'm thinking OKC's a 1 seed, Cleveland's a 4 seed, the Knicks a 2 seed. Like, where do these teams come from?
Let's go, Derek White.
They had a little change in the past few years.
Yeah, it's a changing of a guard. I was telling my boy that the other day. It's a changing of the guard, man. It's all the young teams, the young boys. They dethroning. So you got the OKC now. You got Minnesota. You got Pacers. My Magic is on the come up. We're gonna check back next year, episode 54. So when we add episode 114, we're gonna come back and review this tape, and you're gonna see Houston is next up.
I mean, yeah, Magic lost what? Game 7, right? The 4-3.
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's not bad, man.
Houston.
Houston gonna be the next team up next year. Look out for Houston.
Now I'm looking at as a half Heat fan, I'm very happy that they lost because maybe they can look at this roster and say it sucked last year, but we made it to the finals. It sucks this year, and with Butler out, we got whacked.
Yeah,
Caleb Martin is a solid number 4. He's not your number 2 guy.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
No, he's a rotation player.
Even still, put him down in 6 then. He shouldn't be your number one guy or number two guy with Butler. And like, I like Bam, but to me, Bam's a 3. I don't think he's your second guy on the court. Your number 2.
Bam's an Olympian.
Maybe. But the best thing that can happen to Heat is they lose and someone realizes this roster sucks.
Yeah, Pat is channeling his Jerry Jones right now.
Is that why he was pissed off at Butler? Or he said what he said about if you're not playing, be quiet?
Yeah, because Pat is old school.
Pat know what's up. Like, bro, you're not even playing right now. Why you talking trash, dog? You're not even playing on the court, bro.
But shut up. But to Heat fans' defense, yeah, you want to see some results. But Pat, you putting this all together. Like, this is just as much as you as it is anybody else.
Yeah, it's a
you running the back with this terrible roster. Like you said it last year. Oh, we just gonna ride Jimmy back, and we're gonna go as far as he can go. Now he break down. Now you mad that he broke him down.
Yeah, if I'm Jimmy, you're wasting my prime years right now with this D squad.
Yep.
I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say, yo, this roster sucks. Like Tyler Hero's out there. He's a turnstile, no defense. He's either really hot or he's nothing. Duncan Robinson, same way.
Machine Pistol Kelly is not it.
Hey, they paid Duncan.
They sure did. Well,
they
Duncan
did, but
good.
Bro, you can't go over.
Duncan is a good piece to have on your team because he's a good rotational shooter.
He's a good piece. You said it correctly.
Tyler, you should have let Tyler go. I'd let him go for any chicken in the barn. Oh, you want him? Go. Oh, you gonna give me Dame? Yeah, go back, Tyler. Back.
And the problem is they're gonna say, "Oh, we lost to Boston, the number 1 team." You'd have lost to anybody, in my opinion. You didn't have Butler, and you have no one stepping up being the guy.
They could have.
You don't have that.
Yeah, no, they probably could have.
Bam's good, but he's not great. He's your number 2. To me, he should be a 3.
Bam's not aggressive enough.
No,
and I mean. You could ask Lou. You could ask anybody. I
like Bam.
I said it.
I
when
like
they
him
signed
too,
Jimmy.
but he's not the guy.
No, I said it when they signed Jimmy. I said, now that y'all got Jimmy, y'all need 2 things on this roster: another scorer and a big. So that way, Bam can play his natural position, which is the power forward, and he can have better matchups in his favor. And then you need another scorer. Because as good as Jimmy is, as far as his will and getting you revved up and all that, he's limited in his game as far as
I think
being a dynamic scorer. He's just a mid-range guy.
He's not falling out of bed. Like I thought when they first started doing this, I thought they should have got Gallinari. However you want to say about that guy, he fell out of bed and get you 25 points. He scored, no defense, no anything, but he would score effortlessly. He didn't do anything else.
You must tell me when he played for New York. That's like way past.
No, when he played for the Knicks too, I think would he play for the Knicks? You said Knicks.
Yeah, that's
Magic?
what I'm talking about. Yeah, nah, then
it is the Knicks. It was about 5-6 years ago. Yeah, it was when they first brought Butler here, because Butler's not I'm gonna get you 30 a night guy. He's not that. He's got to hustle for his points. He's got to put in work to get his 20.
He gets his points the hard way.
Accidentally get you 25.
Let's go, Drew, man. Drew be hustling, boy.
He get his points the hard way.
What game is this?
The Cavs and Boston game.
Drew be hustling, boy.
Yeah, but that's why Miami has needed, and I don't know what Pat or the organization's doing, but until that happens, and then I was just saying earlier today, honestly, you just need to kick the tires and let Jimmy go.
Just let him go.
The problem with Pat is...
Listen, man, Jimmy wear his welcome out wherever he goes, man.
That's true, but the problem with Pat Riley is because he's kind of stuck in his ways as far as his championship pedigree and all this crap. He doesn't want to embrace a rebuild. But at some point, you're going to have to rebuild your team because you're not developing the next person to take over.
I agree with you.
And if you look at this team, years of Ogar.
Who's going to look at this team and say, "No, they're not in rebuild"? Like they have guys who are not studs, stars, superstars. They're good ancillary players. They're not your start. They shouldn't be a starting 5 as a collective starting 5. They shouldn't be that.
Yeah, like
Miami's always had their specialty guys: Birdman, UD, Ray Allen, guys who can only do a couple things, and then you got a couple stars in the middle: Bosh, Wade, LeBron. that was like their best makeup, and they seem like they've been trying to do that ever since, but they can't get any more stars. But they have a whole ton of ancillary guys that can do one or two things.
They be handing out bad contracts.
They got to get rid of that shit. They're in a rebuild now. Anyone who sees this team is like, oh my god, we're gonna run with this.
That
bro, it's a rebuilding team for the past 3 years.
Yeah, the first round against Boston, the fact that Jimmy was out should have told you all you need to see at the roster. Like that lineup they put on the floor, you cannot tell me that's gonna win 40 games in a regular season. 45 games in a regular season. No way in hell. So I don't know. I mean, me personally, if it's me, I'm trading everybody except Triple J.
Blowing it up? You blowing it up?
Yeah, I'd blow it up.
Demolition Derby?
Bro, look at it. It looks like it's already been blown up.
I'll blow it
up.
Like,
that's the weirdest shit to me. It's already been blown up, and they're like, nah, that's our squad.
No. Demolition Derby?
Yeah,
nah, bro.
Because the position that they're in right now. So see, right now Miami doesn't have the cap space, right?
Just send us Bam.
Flexibility. They don't have a lot of flexibility, right, to go and get certain stars. But then Bam. Also, you don't have the assets to go get the younger stars. That's upcoming, like the Ant-Mans and you know whatever. So any quote unquote star or superstar player you're trying to get is going to be above 30. So you got to figure out what you're doing with that because
your team, the Magic, except for Ingles, there's nobody over 29 years old on that team. It's the youngest team in the NBA.
Yeah, we
like
got
the future.
The youngest.
But I think you would be the youngest if it wasn't for Ingles because he's 36. If you take him off, they've got the youngest roster by far. Promise of the future looks fantastic. A team to be reckoned with. I saw this clip the other day.
Well, we got to get shooting. If we get shooting, we need.
Well,
shooting.
I mean, I guess this Ingles guy does okay, but they said the young, like everybody 29 and under, and one dude was 29. Everybody else was 27, 24, and 23. Yeah, that was wild to me how young that team is.
If we can get if we can get two shooters, we'll be legit.
I got a slightly used Al Horford for Bam. Who's take?
Bro, every time I see Horford on the court, I'm like, that's like Al Horford from Atlanta, like 50 years ago. Al Horford,
he's still serviceable.
Listen, man, he's slightly used, serviceable.
Slightly. He's definitely
low mileage.
Bam, why would you want Bam? Bam doesn't fit your team.
Oh yeah, man, Bam could fit our team.
No, the heck
Sometimes we need a big man, and we don't have it.
You got Porzingis.
That was weird. When I saw him, I was like, bro, that's Porzingis.
We have Porzingis when he's not hurt.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's not a good fit for y'all. Bam, Porzingis, Jalen, and Brown. One of those two.
I mean, I'll give him a slightly used Porzingis for Bam.
So jumping to the Nuggets, they are lost two
barely used
at home. The Nuggets, they didn't lose 2 on the road. They got 0-2 at home. That's not good. They say playoffs don't start till you win on the road. They lost both of theirs at home.
That's bullcrap. I don't believe that either. Because
people just say things.
I don't know who even started that phrase. Because playoffs don't start till a road team wins, right? Okay, so if I'm up 3-0, the playoffs still ain't started yet.
Yeah, it's a silly thing,
something like that. Like,
I'm with you 100%. Like, just say these guys are playing. Like, it'll be interesting if somebody wins on someone else's court, but don't tell me when it's Game 7, playoffs hasn't really started till the other team wins on the other court. Like, get out of here with that. But losing 2 at home, Denver, reigning champs, that's a problem. And they didn't just lose 106-80. 106-99, I guess.
They was down 30. They was down 30 at one point in the game.
Yeah, bro, that's bad news, dude. I didn't expect that. Who do they have besides Jokic?
I mean, they got a good team. The thing is,
they got Murray. They got MPJ.
They got a good team. The two things that I discovered or noticed or paid attention to is Minnesota matches up with them. Minnesota's probably the only team in the playoffs that can match up with them as far as their front court because their front court is tall across the board. They got a 6'11" shot blocker. They got a 6'11" stretch forward, and they got a 6'9", 6'10" small forward. Okay. But then the second thing that people probably not paying attention to is if you're going back to the Western Conference for finals last year against Lakers, they've been starting off bad and losing the game, but then they've just been having They just had the ability to come back third, fourth quarter. Gotcha. Well, eventually that's going to catch up to you. Yes. And the Lakers didn't have the firepower. Well, now you're going up against a team that has the firepower that if they get up on you, they're not letting you come back.
See, I look at that in the NFL. You can beat up on all these little teams in a regular season, even the first round of the playoffs. But once you get to the divisional round, to the championship game, everybody has a defense. Everybody has a quarterback, a run game. Everybody is good. So all the teams you beat up on are gone. Now you got to face a real team. How's it going to play out?
I'll use my Niners for example. If we was playing the Cowboys or the Eagles or maybe even Baltimore, if they would have got up on us like Green Bay and Lions got up on us, we're not coming back.
A good team stays consistent. They're going to stay going. So I see here, Towns 27, Anthony Edwards 27, Alexander Walker 14, Reed 14. They had scores, and then on the Nuggets, Aaron Gordon with 20, Jokic 16, Justin Holiday 13, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, Murray is like not healthy.
Okay.
Healthy, so it's Murray that is the dude that supposed to be either the go-to or the second go-to.
Supposed to be?
I mean, Minnesota just has people that can match up with them. They like if you look at if you take their starting five, you take Denver starting five. Denver doesn't have an advantage in no position outside of Joker. So you neutralize Joker, the rest of the positions goes to Minnesota. And then when you get down to the bench, I think Minnesota has a slightly better bench. So
that's the Belichick. You got one good guy. We're taking him out. Let everyone else do what they got to do. And when you have that one playmaker done, like I'm gonna let all your other guys score. I'm taking Joker out of it. Let's see what happens. And we take him out of it. And no one else is stepping up. To your point, it's gonna be a long day. Now, when you did originally say Great White Hype, I thought you were talking about my guy Luka, but they didn't play yet. I was like, no, they can't be down 0-2 already. It can't happen.
I mean, it's possible. Like OKC is nothing to play with, but I just think the combination of Luka and Kyrie might be able to get it done. But
when they play today,
they play after the Celtics game. They play at 9:30, I think.
Yeah,
I mean, I look at the OKC series similar to the Knicks and Pacers series. If OKC can run, get up and down, then I think they're gonna get Dallas. And the same
Pacers thing I say only about go as far as Hallie can take them.
Same thing I say about the Pacers series. If Pacers can run, they're gonna run New York out of there. So if Dallas can get it half court most of the time, then it favors them. So, but I just think they're gonna be able to play their game more than OKC can play theirs.
I got you.
Just like I think Pacers is gonna be able to run and tire out Knicks because Tibbs only plays like a 7-man rotation. And Jalen Brunson is going to have to score 40 every game to get them guys. Like, he scored 40 last night and 2 questionable calls, and they win by – the scoreboard says 4, but they really won by 3 because, the 2 late free throws. But it came from 2 questionable calls. It was a missed call on a kickball, and then they say moving screen, which gave them a possession. Outside of that, Pacers was winning. So
but Hallie didn't really show up yesterday.
But also, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. That gives, if you're a Pacers fan or if you're Pacers, that should be encouragement because you're like, all right, Hallie played like crap, and we lost by a questionable calls by the refs. So if Hallie would have played half as good, you probably win by 5-10. But he has to play good, and then Pascal has to win his matchup, in my opinion, because they have no answer for Miles Turner on that pick and roll and that pick and fade. Like Miles Turner is open every time, and then I just saw right there they said Mitch Robinson is going to be out. He injured his ankle, so now they're down another big man. So,
all right, I got something for you guys. Tell me your thoughts.
Anybody who thinks the reason the Lakers suck is not because of Darvin Ham or the reason the Suns suck is because of Frank Vogel, you don't know what you're talking about. Frank Vogel is a hell of a coach. Darvin Ham is a hell of a coach trying to get his career started. But for all you punks, idiots, and jackasses on networks who want to be media and who want all the players to like y'all, do your damn job. The Lakers suck. and the Suns suck because of the players. Has nothing to do with the coaches.
I agree to an extent. I mean, I definitely agree with the roster. Neither roster is formidable.
I don't think it's going off that because I saw another clip. I don't know what happened to Davis the other day or last week or something, but these dudes obliterated him. He got like tapped. He's rolling around on the ground all over the place. I mean, they say he is the softest player in the NBA. I'm not sure if it was Chuck. It might have been. What's the old school dude's name? I can't think of it.
Kenny Smith?
No. It wasn't on there. He played for the Golden State way back when. Richardson?
Chris Mullins?
Nah.
Jason Richardson?
Rick Barry?
Nah, I can't think of his name. But he was torching them. Kenyon Martin was on the podcast too. He's like, bro, you get knocked down, you get a little bump, and you're out for the game. You're rolling. They had to pull me off that court.
You're not talking about Gilbert Arenas, are you talking about?
No. He's like, you had to pull me off the court. I'm going to die on that court. Anthony Richardson, he gets bumped. He's down crying like a little girl. Like Kenyon Martin.
Stop talking about Anthony Richardson, bro.
He don't play football.
He don't play on the Lakers.
He plays
football. Stop it. Stop it.
What I say?
He plays football.
Stop it.
Anthony Richardson.
I'm sorry, Felix. I got another image up over here. I see him in the corner of my eye.
Stop it.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he's made of glass.
They said is a soft player. And Kenyon Martin was like, you would have to carry me off dead to get off the court. And these guys are rolling around. Ooh, I'm hurt. And they were just shredding them.
They do get hurt a lot, or they show like they hurt. Like I just saw Garland fall on the floor and he was holding his face like he just got hit with a right hook.
Yeah, these dudes, like I don't watch that much, but going off what we saw last week with Arenas talking about making the league softer for the European players.
Yeah, the NBA soft, man.
These dudes, like they're not out there putting in work. They're getting bumped and they're crying and they're flopping all over the place.
It's not the NBA that I grew to love, but
I got you.
You know, everybody says they're bigger, faster, stronger, more skilled.
Bigger, faster, stronger. Always remember that.
Yeah.
2024.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be bigger, faster, and stronger, but you're clearly not more mentally tough.
Oh,
I agree there.
Maybe to an extent.
I don't think they're more skillful in a lot of ways, but I mean, I'm gonna get argued down on that all day. So,
well, what's more skilled, the guy who plays ISO, or the guy who knows how to chest pass, bounce pass, and set up his guy for the 2 points, regardless of where the 2 points comes from?
If you ask these kids now, they're gonna say they're more skillful because the 3-ball and the James Harden travel step back shot and stuff like that.
So individual moves are more talented.
That's what this generation is gonna cater to. In my
that makes
opinion.
sense. Okay, I understand that.
But in my opinion, I don't think so. I mean, you got the upper echelon talent. Yeah, some of them is probably more skillful, but I think the game has lost so much fundamentals that it's just different because fundamentals go a long way, in my opinion. Yeah. In any sport, like if you know how to block, you know how to block. But now do this crap, that crap.
Pritch, that's how you end the quarter, Pritch.
Isn't it the fourth quarter now? They're up by like 20 points, but I mean, who cares?
Nah, they're down 12 now, Cavs.
Oh. That's how you end the quarter, Pritch.
Boston gonna win this series 4-0, man. Maybe 4-1 if they play around one game. Like, and they not even playing their best game now, and they beating them. Cavs suck, man. If we had any type of shooting, we'd have beat them.
Who you taking?
What? Yeah. That's not even a question.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Because here's something that trips me up, and I've said this before, that the people who like to say numbers don't lie. 100%, in my opinion, numbers do lie. Especially
they're blown up.
You need 11 guys making everything work where one guy can screw it all up. when we were growing up, if your quarterback was throwing for 300 yards in a game, the team was losing and you were passing to get back in it. So when me being a Dolphin hater and a Bills fan, every time people want to talk about Marino, oh, look at all the passing yards. The Dolphins were losing all the time, so they had to pass back into the game. So Marino's numbers are up there. He was a great quarterback, don't get me wrong.
No. Don't disrespect Marino's stats.
Garbage.
You passed to get back in the game.
That dude took them to the Super Bowl by himself.
And because he was by himself, he only got there once and never got back.
Yeah, but his stats were not because they were losing. You are showing your age. The Dolphins were winning. My whole childhood, those dudes were winning games.
Winning games, not winning anything that matters. And they were.
But I'm just saying they were not. They were not losing. He was not passing because they were behind.
Yeah, they were. And then they may have won the game.
No, they were not.
They may have won the games. He may have passed back
into
the league.
Went like years without having a inch of a losing record.
Losing record's a different story. Losing the game, you may end up winning the game, but at some point you're losing and you have to pass back into the game. So some of Marino's stats are passing back into the game.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
I know exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't know what you thinking 100%. Of Marino.
100%.
You thinking of Marino when he was like 40 years old
after the Achilles.
Didn't they move him off to Minnesota, or he tried to? Didn't happen.
No, you thinking of Marino at like 40. Trust me, I'm the biggest Dolphin hater on this planet.
I watched for years them playing Buffalo.
Up watching the Dolphins. Before the Sunday Ticket and all of that, I grew up watching the Dolphins. Them dudes was legit, and they were not losing like you saying they're losing. And Dan Marino is one of the best quarterbacks to ever play this game.
I'm not saying he wasn't, but the team
his stats were not because they were coming back from losing.
Yes, they were 100%.
No, they were not.
I'm not saying every one of them. But yeah, they're not getting blown out. They weren't like again 6-10, but they weren't 13-3. They rode barely to the division. Buffalo took the division for 10 years. They were there, but they were losing some games.
You guys have 4 good years, bro.
Won the division a couple years before and maybe the one after. Yeah.
You have 4 good years.
Dolphins weren't doing shit.
You had the years that Bill Polian was there, and that was it.
Bill Polian's a loser too. The only reason
Bill Polian loser. That dude created three different franchises from the bottom to the top.
Who?
Buffalo, Indy.
With a loser mentality, a loser coach, we would have won a Super Bowl. Wasn't for Marv Levy and Jim Kelly's weak ass arm.
What does that have to do with Bill Polian?
He put that team together good. Don't tell me he did shit with the Colts. All he did with the Colts was get Peyton Manning. Without Peyton Manning, that team would be nothing ever.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he drafted Marvin Harrison, Hall of Famer. He drafted Marshall Faulk, Hall of Famer. Peyton Manning, Dwight Freeney. He drafted all those guys.
And Peyton Manning put them all to the Super Bowl.
They got gold jackets. All of them.
I don't think Freeney's got one yet.
He's going in this year. He's got a gold jacket.
Maybe.
You sound retarded.
Listen, Peyton Manning, that's all you need.
He's one of the best drafters ever.
I can maybe see that.
He took an expansion team in like their second year to the playoffs.
What expansion team?
The Panthers.
Would you say that when the Jaguars and the Panthers came in, it was a different type of expansion versus years before where you got like the worst of the worst?
How was it different?
Because they came in, there's different rules. And everybody, you can get better players this time around.
How? What are you talking about?
I got to find it. I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about.
They came in. They did an expansion draft. They were getting the bums of the bums.
No, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think they were. Didn't each team had to offer up certain conditional picks that you would want to give off your team? Yeah, bro. Figure it out.
Spanking these boys now, though.
You sound crazy, bro.
100% on point.
You sound crazy.
Celtics are so flawed, but they so good at the same time. It's hilarious.
You sound crazy, bro.
On point.
Crazy. That boy clicking on you, man. That boy went to the keyboard on your ass. Look.
That boy sound crazy. I could tell you never watched football until recently.
I've got more football on my brain than most people have on anything else.
Hell no, you don't.
Yes. Same reason I know Lamar Jackson is not good, the same reason I know Napoleon is okay. It's just by using my eyes.
You are retarded.
You need to get your eyes
just
checked.
By the eyes.
Anybody with a good eye knows Lamar Jackson is good. He may not be your type of quarterback, but he's
a dope running back. He should be returning kicks with Justin Fields. Justin Fields is not seriously returning. That was like a fake AI meme, right?
Josh Allen should be a blocker then.
Now, Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Boy,
there's no way Justin Fields is returning kicks this season. That had to be a fake meme put out there by somebody.
Why? You don't think he can return kicks?
I think that's what he should be doing, not being a fucking quarterback. But to go from a quarterback to returning kicks, I think is a weird transition 5 years into your career.
No, man.
I mean, Matt Jones did it. He went from
put your best players on the field.
I agree with you.
That's just showing a good coach.
Devin Hester went from receiver to kick returner.
That's not that big of a stretch, though.
Why are we arguing with this guy? This guy doesn't know anything.
Do you know how hard it is to return kicks and punts?
I don't think he knows.
I know being a quarterback per se to a punt returner or a kick returner are different things. Receiving, returning, you're getting the ball and you're running an open field. Being a quarterback versus running kicks back, that's a strange transition.
So they're running an open field.
That's a very strange transition.
So why don't they score every time then if they're running an open field?
Because you got people trying to tackle you. The point is, that's a weird transition from quarterback to punt return.
So there's something called field vision, right? You need to have field vision and awareness to know where your blocks are, what gaps to hit.
Which, receivers have that in them. Not as good as
punt returners,
but your quarterback going back to return kicks doesn't make much sense to me.
You're not looking for that as a receiver. Why would you be?
Receivers go return kicks more often than a quarterback does. 1,000%. A good returner gets turned into a receiver. Tyreek Hill, guys like that, who have the field vision, who know how to. Like I was telling Amy that you watch Tyreek Hill make a catch, except for the deep shit. He get him in a screen, he immediately turns his body, and you see him zone out and see where to go. He be's a returner turning to a receiver. It's not that far of a stretch, but a quarterback going back to return kicks is a weird thing. Granted, athlete or not, it's an odd transition. I think if you're going to change his position, why would you not put him at a running back? He clearly knows how to run the ball. He clearly knows how to see where he's going. Why would you put him back as a kicker?
Because he's not a running back. He's a quarterback.
Yeah. Why are you changing his position
why is
anyway?
The quarterback going to go return kicks?
Because they're putting a dynamic playmaker back there.
Yeah.
It's a new kick return rule. And they're going to see what happens.
I'm not against that.
If he loses the job and he's not the starting quarterback, why wouldn't you just put him on the field to do something?
I think he should be on the field. I think as far as athlete goes, he's probably one of the top ones out there. I don't think he should be a quarterback.
You think if he wins the quarterback job, they're going to have him kick return?
Who the fuck knows? Why would you even talk about him being a returner now then if he still has a chance to get the quarterback job? I would take him over Russell Wilson.
It's the off season. They're just throwing stuff out there.
That's the weirdest shit in the world to say that you're going to put your quarterback returning kicks.
It didn't come out of Tomlin's mouth.
So is it weird that
that's what I'm saying. Was it a real thing?
Is it weird that they put lineman at tight end and receiver?
Lineman at tight end? Depends what kind of lineman. Depends on what kind of tight end. You're not going to you're not putting Trent Williams out there as a Kyle Pitts, but you're going to put a Trent Williams out there as who's the other guy opposite of Kelsey? One of those guys that just block. So that all depends. You're not going to put one out there running routes, but he can be out there be a blocking tight end for sure. The skill set is different.
But they do. That's what I'm saying. They put linemen to go catch passes.
In the end zone as a fluke play, as a trick play, not as your every down receiver. It doesn't happen.
I don't know. I don't think you understand.
I think I understand that putting your quarterback as a punt returner is a weird thing to say if he still has a chance to win the starting job.
No.
Who said it? Where'd it come from?
I don't know where it came from. But I'm just saying, if he doesn't win the starting job, like, let him kick return, give him a reverse here. Like, dude,
I'm with you 100%.
What are you saying?
I have not disagreed with what you were saying. What I'm telling you is your quarterback is going to go return kicks is a weird thing to say.
So when they when Cordell Stewart
talk about trash, get out of here with Cordell Stewart.
You thought Cordell Stewart was trash?
Yep, so did everyone else. After 2 years he was gone? Get out of here with that.
No.
Oh my God. One of the best college quarterbacks ever.
What does college have to do with anything? We're talking NFL.
We're talking football.
No, we're not talking football. We're talking National Football League.
We're talking
maybe
football.
Even the United Football League, but we're not talking college.
You're retarded.
I disagree.
I say that with all respect.
That's fine by me. That kind of thing. With all due respect.
With all due respect, you're retarded. And I say that respectfully.
Respectfully speaking, you couldn't be more wrong.
No,
Who was it the other day? Did you see not Aaron, AB. What's the dude's name? AB, what's his name?
Aaron Donald?
No, AB, not AD.
Oh, Adrian
Antonio Brown. Did you see him talk about
Alicia Baumgartner?
Cam Newton and somebody else. He was talking about contracts and shit like that.
No, what he had to say. He's got CTE.
Which one?
Brown? Antonio Brown.
I can't think who they were comparing Cam Newton to, but
he's so underrated, man.
Who?
Cam Newton.
Well, not according to Aaron, whatever the fuck his name is, AB.
Aaron Donald.
Because he was bitching about not his contract versus someone else's contract. It's about race. It's about X, Y, and Z. And AB came out and was like, "This is your career numbers. This is this dude's career numbers. It's like you're playing high school football compared to this guy. It's not about race. It's about you suck, and just put him right in his place." I can't think of who the hell the guy is. It might be even Kirk Cousins.
Antonio Brown's retarded.
But he wasn't wrong when he put his stats out. Remember, numbers are on point. Numbers don't lie.
Yeah, but when you talk Cam Newton, like
that was
no one ever brings up what he did in the run game. So like, stop it.
What did he do in the run game? Run the ball?
He was awesome in the run game.
I don't want my quarterback running the ball.
He was awesome in the run game, and he scored touchdowns.
You don't remember what?
I do not want my quarterback running the ball.
Because you're stupid.
No, because I want my quarterback. I understand his value to
your
the team.
running back is the only your quarterback is the only quarterback in the NFL right now that plays fullback. And you're telling me that you don't want a quarterback that runs.
I do not like it. You guys hear me week after week during the season. Please stop running the ball.
You want your quarterback to be a statue? It
drives me crazy. It drives me nuts. They run the ball so much.
So you want your quarterback to be a statue?
I want my quarterback to be a Peyton Manning. 3-step, 5-step, ball out.
That
touchdown.
Doesn't exist anymore.
That's why the quarterback play sucks nowadays. You don't got good guys anymore.
The offense don't even exist for that.
No, they're getting rid of that too. They got to make it for the guys who can't read a defense to go out there and play quarterback. Did you watch any of the Tom Brady roast?
I watched a little bit of it, and then I turned.
Yeah, 3 hours long is too much for me. I couldn't do it.
I watched the YouTube highlights. That was better.
I watched a little bit, and then I turned.
3 hours is way too much.
I said Tom Brady is not that interesting for 3 hours. No, sir.
I'll see the clips on Instagram. Time.
I mean, it was comedian. It was like a comedy show.
No, I'm good. I used to watch those roasts on VH1. They was never 3 hours.
And there's like an hour long, or maybe 2 if you had like somebody.
Yeah, it still shouldn't be 3 hours long.
Yeah, and it's Tom Brady. Like he's not even. You roast a comedian because they do funny shit, stupid stuff like that. Like it's Brady.
The last roasting I watched was.
Well, you got to roast somebody famous.
James Franco was probably the last one.
You can't just roast anybody.
No, I got you, but I mean, like,
Tom Brady ain't not 3 years.
He's not interesting to me. I like Brady. I like him more now that I hated Brady until Manning retired. I couldn't understand the comparisons between Brady and Manning. It didn't make sense to me. But then when Manning retired, I became a Brady fan. But he's not an interesting guy. So to go for 3 hours,
best quarterbacks, and they battled each other.
Quarterback versus a guy in a system who benefited from greatness is Peyton Manning was by far the better quarterback. But when he was gone, I liked Brady. I liked his personality started showing a little bit when he got left New England. But like I say, he's not an interesting guy. He's not out doing interesting things that you want to talk about and roast.
People say system, but didn't Brady go to the Bucs and win?
And they brought the New England system with him because he couldn't win.
No,
with
he
Bruce
brought
Arians'
it with
system.
him. What are you talking about? He brought it.
He brought the system with him. Yes.
What system?
The Patriot system.
What is the Patriot system?
Look,
who the hell knows? But he brought in a new playbook because he couldn't do it with Bruce Arians' playbook. But look, that is on record.
Lou is a Colts fan, right? Die hard.
He brought the Patriot system. What is the Patriot system?
Billy, hear me out.
Josh McDaniels been trying to take that system to other places for like 20 years.
He sucks.
Felix
Josh McDaniels, right? Who we could go by the list?
Who
of bringing the Patriot system
hold on,
with
Rob,
them.
I can't hear you. Felix is extra aggressive right now.
You know who helped Peyton Manning win his title in Denver?
Who?
It wasn't the system; it was the defense.
100%.
And Lou will tell you. So that makes
100% because
he's one of the greatest quarterbacks.
Because if Peyton Manning's on the other side, you don't pay attention to anything but Peyton Manning. So that run game was great. That defense was great because Manning doesn't make any mistakes out there. So that defense was able to go kick ass.
I want to get back to this. He brought the Patriot system to Tampa Bay.
I'm looking to know, but I was trying to answer Rob's question.
Okay, but I'm just trying to say, so the Patriot system, right? He brought it with him to Tampa Bay. He taught everybody. The Patriot system, including Byron Leftwich. He said, "Look, Byron Leftwich, sit down. I want to teach
Byron
you the Patriot
Leftwich is coaching Tom Brady how to play quarterback."
Okay, but he called the plays. So he said, "Hey, sit down. I'm going to teach you the Patriot system."
And you do know that system was there before Tom Brady because Jameson Winston was in that system and he threw 30 touchdowns.
No, but he said he brought the Patriot system. So
I know.
That makes if he did that makes Tom Brady even more impressive. That he went and brought a whole system.
I agree with you. I'm not saying
he's not a coach.
Impressive.
He's not a coach.
But you just said he's a system player.
He's not. Hold on. He's not a coach. He's never coached before. Player. But he went and he taught all the players and the coaches.
But you do know that in the game of football, it is more system based.
Hey guys, come over to my house. Guess what? I'm going to teach you guys the Patriot system.
That's what he did.
That, right?
That's what he did.
I
right?
agree. I'm a fine show to you.
Hey, Bruce. All the sports in the world,
Bruce, I need you to gather. Bruce, I need you to gather the whole team around.
System based than baseball, hockey, basketball, so on, and soccer. You do know that, right? Like every great has been in a system.
I'm with you 100%. I don't see anything wrong with being a system quarterback. I do not think that's a bad thing.
You just crucified him for being a system quarterback.
No, I didn't. I said he's good. He's a system guy, though.
He is the system. That's what you meant to say.
No. System quarterback, 100%.
No, that's what you meant to say. He is the system. Because you know what happened when he left it? I guess he took the Patriot system with him.
Didn't you see? What movie was that? When the guy steals the playbook. That's what Brady did. He left to the playbook with him.
You don't understand. You're contradicting yourself.
You did see him end up in the wrong house, right?
Hold on. But what I'm saying is he left. He took the system with him, and he left. And he taught everybody in Tampa Bay learning. Listen, what I'm saying. You said system. He took the system with him to Tampa Bay. He taught all those guys over there the system, the coaches, the players. He taught everybody the system over there. They won a Super Bowl, but the place that got the system They can't win nothing.
The new system. Brady took it with him. They had to start over.
They taught everybody the system.
He took it with him. He took his ball back.
I don't know what to tell you. You're saying what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying. So what you're saying is.
Else to do.
So what you're saying is, it's not the Patriots system. It's the Brady system.
I'll get behind that. He brought his familiarity with him to
it's the
to
Brady.
The Buccaneers.
So he is the system. So I guess if you say he is the system, he's a system quarterback. There you go.
He is a system quarterback.
Yeah, 100%. It's his system.
He brought it with him. He was having trouble with the Buccaneers
he brought
system
himself with them
and a new system because he wasn't getting the Tampa Bay system.
Hey guys, guess what? I'm going to teach you my system. It's called the Brady system.
He brought the system. He got rid of Bruce Arians' system and said, we got to use this one.
So apparently the Patriots system don't know the Patriots system because they can't win nothing.
Done. He brought it down there. He got it together.
Is Aaron Rodgers a system quarterback?
Because he brought his system. He don't work.
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is that good of a quarterback.
I want him to what?
I don't think Aaron Rodgers is that good of a quarterback.
All right, how do you cut this feed? Where?
Talent-wise, sure, he can throw the ball. But he doesn't pay attention to shit. He's not a good team player. He can throw the ball deep. That's cool. He's crazy accurate. But I love
talking to you about football sometimes. I really do.
I would not want him to be a quarterback on my team now.
You talk about comedic value, and that is you talking football. guys, when you label this podcast, please put hashtag comedic
and system.
Hashtag comedy. This is hilarious. It's like
we always hashtag comedy, hashtag funny.
It's like it's like Billy is a parody of a guy who knows football. He's like he's a parody. He's like you know what I'm saying? He's acting like he knows football, but he's actually like making a joke. You know what I'm saying? He's like a stand-up comedian. You know, he's one of those improv guys.
Lou, he said
I'm having such a hard time researching right now.
Rodgers doesn't pay
Rodgers,
but he throws the ball. But
let me tell you about Daniel Jones, all right?
Oh, who'd I see? What I see this week, someone said, what'd they say? Some team should have traded for Daniel Jones, and the guy was like hyping him up. He's young, he's hungry, all this stuff. And I'm like, listen, dude, I made that argument last year. I can tell you from experience, it's not one you want to hook up to.
I wouldn't take Daniel Jones on the DC Defenders. Okay?
No, I'm with you. I'm no longer flying the Daniel Jones flag.
You stood out on a limb for that guy. And and now you're sitting here telling me Aaron Rodgers isn't a good quarterback.
That was one of the thinnest limbs.
He don't pay attention.
That limb wasn't even on the tree. That was like down in the wind.
No. Daniel Jones, I can live with Daniel Jones. I'll stand behind him. I'll make a whole thing about Daniel Jones. But when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he's not a good quarterback. He don't listen to nobody. He don't listen to me.
He don't pay attention.
Talent-wise, skill-wise, versus playing as a teammate, there is a difference in those two things.
So
Aaron Rodgers can throw the ball easily, very accurate,
so when you were
beautiful pass. He doesn't play well with others. To me, that's a big deal as your quarterback. That's why he only has one ring in what, 15 years?
So when you were in the locker room, right, when you were a teammate of Aaron Rodgers, what did he do to you?
2013, 2014.
That made him not a good teammate when you were there. Apparently, you was a teammate and you was in the locker room with him.
2013, what kind of locker room guy he is. I was in there. We're doing this fucking what was this? Vidal Sassoon, Clay Matthews hair commercial, and I was talking to Rodgers, and he's like, "Listen, McCarthy always wants to do this 5-yard out. McCarthy wants to do this handoff shit. You know what I do? I run around like I don't know what I'm doing, make the play fall apart, and tell the guys to go deep. That's my offense." So I sat back and I watched. I said, God damn it, that's all Aaron Rodgers does. He runs around to the play breaks, and he points the guy to go deep and throws it. That's his only fucking play.
You know who else does that?
And he told me.
He wears a red and blue jersey. He runs around.
CJ Stroud is not bad. CJ Stroud plays within the confines of the offense. He's a very good quarterback.
He has a buffalo on his helmet, and he plays in cold weather.
Oh, no, he follows the system. The system is Josh Allen go run the ball and give me yards. It's a horrible system. I wish our other person was on here so I can complain about that play calling up there.
So Josh Allen runs around, and it's a system. But Aaron Rodgers runs around, and it's Aaron Rodgers. He don't listen.
He don't listen to nothing. He don't listen to nothing. He don't listen to nothing.
100%.
Josh Allen listens to everything.
He is the face of the NFL. He's the new guy. He's the T1001.
He's just.
I mean, he just got paid in Jacksonville. He's probably one of the top 5 pass rushers in the league.
Who's that?
That's the only Josh Allen, and I know that's good.
I would love for him to go to Buffalo. A double Josh Allen. You know the marketing you could do? You'd pay for those contracts like that.
They wouldn't trade you that Josh Allen for your Josh Allen.
Oh, everybody would trade him.
Not in a heartbeat.
You know how valued I think Colin Cowherd is. The guy speaks as if he's, up there with God himself. He said there is not one team in the NFL that would not trade for Josh Allen. You know how I feel about Colin Cowherd. No one is better. No one is smarter than him.
He's a retard. The only thing we agree on is Sam Darnold. He's a dummy.
I don't like Colin Cowherd. He says the dumbest shit. I think he's like Skip Bayless, who tries to be serious, but says clown shit.
Than goddamn Colin Cowherd.
I can't listen to Nick Wright either. His voice gives me a headache.
Oh, yeah.
Who's that?
It's like a bird.
His nose gives me a headache. He looks like a bird.
That dude with the long hair at ESPN?
Terrible. He needs to cut that off.
That guy's a fucking clown.
Yeah, he's a clown bag.
At least Colin Cowherd puts forth effort.
He's worse than you, but at least you're doing it for comedy.
The right thing. That guy just says stupid shit.
He's up there with you, but at least you're doing it for comedy. He's fucking serious when he talks.
He's doing it.
It's very difficult to fucking research with this. I'm gonna find it though. Maybe for next time.
Billy's doing it for shorts.
Yeah, Billy's doing it for comedic value. Nick Wright's out there. He's dead ass serious when he's talking.
Yeah, that guy. I can't take that guy. He's the fucking worst.
Yeah, Billy has just sat on this podcast here and said Tom Brady was a system quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is no good. Dan Marino he's just passing because he's losing. What are you talking about?
I got to point out the listening skills displayed here in this podcast are quite impressive. You heard everything I said.
Luckily it's just hilarious and it's just funny. It just keeps us going.
This motherfucker, this Dewey guy sending me reels, but he can't be on the podcast?
No, he's banned. He's drummer boy.
I want to place them. I can't. Where the hell is it?
He's probably battling Nick Cannon right now.
What?
All right, here we go. I think I got it. Volume up. Tell me if you guys agree with this.
Disagree. I don't like it.
NFL is telling us, without really telling us, that they messed up with QBs. We live in a world right now where 16 quarterbacks are making north of $30 million. That's half the league, and it includes guys like Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield, and Kirk Cousins. The idea that every competent QB is up for a contract should reset the market was never sustainable. I'm surprised it lasted this long, to be honest. We saw Joe Flacco and Carson Wentz reset the market. The QBs who will change this are Dak and Tua. Both are on the last year of their deals, and naturally, they want market rate extensions. Now, their agents are asking for something similar to what Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson got, $50 million per year. The problem here isn't that I think Dak and Tua suck. They both can win you games. The problem is they're closer to the middle class of QBs, and that class has dwindled down to just one guy. Geno Smith, who gets paid $25 million per year. He's the only QB in the 20s. He's sandwiched between Baker, who makes $33 million, and Jordan Love, who makes $13 million, and is still in his rookie deal. The Dolphins and Cowboys have finally had enough. They're refusing to treat Dak and Tua like they're Mahomes and Allen, and it's the right move long term. I'm Frank Michael Smith, and that's my take. The NFL is
Frank Michael Smith don't know shit.
So do Dak and Tua suck? Are they not going to get paid because they're middle of the pack guys?
They're both.
They don't suck. They just don't win big games.
They're both going to get paid. It ain't enough quarterbacks in this league. You pay your worth is not what I think it is. It's what the team will pay you. Yes, and that's your worth, and
you're
that's what the market.
Someone else will pay you.
Like we say in the NBA, you are what the market says you are.
Exactly, the market tells you. The market speaks. They're both going to get paid
by the team they're with, or they going to let them walk.
No, they're going to get paid by the teams they're with, and it's not because they're good. It's just if I get rid of Tua, who do I have to replace Tua?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So you're kind of wedged in regardless.
That makes sense.
If I let Dak walk, who's gonna give me another Dak?
Trey Lance.
Where am I getting another Dak from?
They got Trey Lance.
Do you factor?
It's like I was hearing people during the draft saying San Francisco is gonna trade Debo and Brandon Ayuk. I'm like, okay, so you trade them, right? For the number 17th pick? Or who you get in that 17 that's as good as Debo?
Makes sense.
It's not.
So do you look at Dak? Let's say you're going to get, or even either one of them. Let's say they get $35 million. Do you let them walk and hope you can put that $35 million into 2 or 3 other pieces to help a young quarterback, and you save money for the next 4 years? Or because we've seen it with Flacco way back when with the Ravens, we've seen it with Wilson way back when with the Seahawks. You give the quarterback all the money, all the pieces that made the team good. Legion of Boom is gone. You start losing guys from the Ravens. You put it all on the quarterback who's not that good to begin with. He just looked good because everyone else around him was fantastic. These two teams aren't that good anyway. To put all their money on those two guys, Dak and Tua, could really blow up in their face.
No, those
How are you saying those teams aren't good?
If you're not good, if you're like the Panthers,
those are playoff teams.
Then, or if you're like the Panthers or the Bears,
without those quarterbacks, they're not playoff teams.
And that's what we talked about earlier with the Nuggets. You play these teams throughout the season because not everybody is good, so you look good. When you get to the playoffs and you play good teams, you get whacked. Both of these teams last season that got to the playoffs were embarrassed. Granted, maybe Miami took a little bit because of the weather, but Dallas was
only
at home.
One team gets to win.
Doesn't matter. These teams, when they faced a good team, lost. They're faux winners.
Everybody lost except the one team that won it.
Listen, I get that argument. I'll make that another day, but today I'm gonna have to argue against it. You're telling me these two teams are top teams?
They're in the playoffs. They lost. Okay, only one team wins.
The playoffs so unless a good team,
unless you're gonna let Tua walk and sign Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what to tell you, bruh.
I would let Tua go. Tua's not the guy. You're gonna be in Pittsburgh purgatory 9-7 every year. Getting bounced out of the first round, I
guarantee you, the owner would rather his team go 9-8 and 10-7 every year, rather than go 2-16.
I agree. The owner
3-14.
The owner wants
4-12 or 4-13 or whatever. I guarantee you,
get that.
He would rather his team with a winning record.
But
only one team wins.
A winning record isn't shit.
It is. You got a winning record. Only one team wins, bruh.
Nah, bro. You're telling me the winning record that Pittsburgh has 17 years straight to the playoffs is a good thing? When they can't get out of the fucking
they won 17 years. They had a winning record 17 years.
Yes, that is awesome. You know how hard that is to win every year? And you are not getting any top draft picks, any top.
None of that. Your team anymore with being in the middle of the pack all the time. You're going to eventually have to blow it up. You're going to have to tear it to the ground and start over.
That's like saying, oh, I didn't win the Super Bowl. I got to blow my team up. Like, that's not how it works, bro.
17 years of middle of the pack, I think, is a problem.
They haven't been middle of the pack.
They have a Super Bowl in there.
In the 17 years? 1 or 2?
Yeah, they have.
How many?
Tomlin has a Super Bowl.
1 or 2.
Yeah, Tomlin has 1. Yeah, Tomlin has
been there twice, though.
He has a Super Bowl.
All right. So how many franchises can say they've been to the Super Bowl once, let alone twice?
How many Super Bowls do the Bills have?
4 appearances. Man, every one of them was fantastic.
Exactly.
Except for the one against Dallas.
They have none. They should have blew it up after the first one.
They should have. Jim Kelly should have been gone. Marv Levy, get the fuck out of here.
They
should have been gone.
You sound like a crazy person.
We
don't win the Super Bowl, we blow up the team. That sounds retarded.
Frank Reich is
only
my guy,
one team wins.
Frank Reich, come coach Buffalo. He's doing is he still in? No, he's not in Carolina anymore, is he?
Frank Reich, the only coaching he should be doing is coaching fishing.
Can he coach fishing?
I don't know.
Wrists,
but that's the only thing he should be doing. He should not be coaching an NFL team. Did we not just see how it ended the last 2 years? Like, no.
He's
go be a pastor.
He didn't coach Carolina last year, did he? The last year was the rookie or the new coach?
He sure did coach Carolina last year.
He coached Carolina last year for the first half of the season before they said, you know what?
One gone.
You know what? This ain't gonna work, buddy.
He was the first one gone. Okay, that's why I remember.
We like you as a person, just not as a coach.
Yeah, we talked about that because he moved to Carolina to retire, and they're like, "Hey, we got a job for you. Cool, man. If I'm going to retire, I'll go take a few $1 million.
Yeah,
8
I'm
weeks,
good.
9 weeks in, and he's gone.
Let's go.
That makes more sense. Okay, because I don't remember him. Now I know why.
He was done when he told the owner, "Hey, I like C.J. Stroud." And the owner was like, "No, me and my wife took this one out. We like him."
Oh, C.J. Stroud is good, man.
Yeah,
is he hitting a rookie wall this year?
You never know. You never know. Sophomore slump. They have a name for it. Oh, yeah,
sophomore slump, not rookie wall. What I see today, some guy was like, Diggs, washed. Mixon, washed. Nico Collins, fluke. Is C.J. Stroud and the Texans going to do what they did last year?
Nico Collins is a fluke, but he posted 2 back-to-back good seasons. Okay.
Yeah, I think he's he's what? He's his 3rd or 4th year, Nico Collins?
I thought he was good at Michigan, so.
This guy in his college.
Yeah, it's probably 3rd year. And
it's weird how with a good quarterback makes a good receiver. And then you got Tank Dell coming back. You got, what's the guy's name?
Well, he just got shot.
In the foot.
Tank Dell?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, they've got other guys. Who's the tight end? Bevan from Miami?
Schultz. You mean Brevin Jordan? They have Schultz too.
Yeah, but don't they have him too though? He's a young up-and-comer.
I think
he played a couple times and did decently. He had 1 for 70 and a touchdown. Great fantasy line.
Texans are built to win.
I agree. If I was in their division, I'd be nervous. Oh yeah, our running quarterback's going to pass us into the future. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. You realize that running quarterback was beating the shit out their ass before he got hurt.
Weird. If he wasn't running, he probably wouldn't have gotten hurt.
It was like 21-7 when he got hurt.
Pass back into the game. Get your numbers up. See? Come on. Everything comes full circle. Losers pass the ball to get back in. What? Thank you for proving my point. We brought it back full circle, man. Way to go.
I don't know what you just said.
That's good back and forth right there. That is great. That's great production.
I have no clue what you just said or what you're talking about. You are, God, it hurts my soul, but I know it's comedy, so I got to fight through it. It's like me up at the... It's like me being Brady and everybody is roasting me up there. I just got to hold my composure.
You got to deal with it. But you can't talk about Kraft to get up there and be like,
no, he didn't hold it. He did not hold his composure there. That's what he said. Don't you ever say that shit again.
I saw Jeff Ross come out. He's like, man, it was all joke. Brady he knows what we were doing. Robert Kraft was so excited that we shot him out during the roast. He loved it. I'm thinking to myself, how true that is.
Don't you ever say that shit again.
Somebody was taking shots at Hernandez, right?
Yeah.
Julian Edelman, he said he was talking about something with a dick, and he's like, oh, another Patriots tight end. Oh, he was hung.
Nah, he's hung. He said, think about it.
Yeah, think about it. Think about it.
I heard Edelman went on a tear, bro. He got Belichick. He got everybody.
Oh, yeah. Wow. He said, remember when you told me, hey, asshole, run through the block, learn how to catch the ball. Somebody at a high school could play better than you. He said, man, I've been waiting a long time to say this. Hey, asshole, that high school is the only job that'll offer you a damn job.
Oh, gosh. Oh,
that's awesome.
Poor Belichick.
Belichick.
And then they was talking about when he was leaving that the girl's house without a shirt, and they had it on video.
Who?
You never seen the video with Belichick leaving the girl's house at like 6 in the morning with no shirt on?
Nah.
Belichick was a little sneaky link.
He got that grunk. He had me dying with grunk. He said, hey, man, I watch you work on Sundays. Yeah, you need to do somebody else's job.
That's awesome.
Not your job. It's somebody else's job, anybody's job. Just don't do your job.
That one chick was kind of funny.
Nikki
whatever. Yeah, whatever. She was funny.
Who? Kim?
Nikki Glazer.
Nikki Glazer. She's like from Fuckboy Island or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
She was funny.
She does a lot of roasting.
She was hitting everybody. She was talking about Kevin Hart. She was talking about Brady. She went at everybody.
Yep, still not gonna watch it. Not interested.
Listen, I'll see the clips come through and watch the clips when they pop up. They look pretty funny.
I like Rose.
I like them too, but I'm not watching a 3-hour one.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to get your head around, man. 3 hours is a tough watch.
Is it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's like Brady's all right, but like you're watching it for the guy, and you want to see some of the comedians. The Brady's not holding my attention for 3 hours. I only watch his games because half the time he was on the bench. That's what I needed.
I don't even watch his games for 3 hours.
I thought I had another clip here to play, but I must have blanked on it.
Damn, Luka averaged a triple-double against these boys? Yeah.
That's my guy. I know I've talked about this before. I watched one or two Mavs clips on Instagram, threw a like on one or two Luka plays, and now you would think I was the biggest Mavs fan ever because every time I put on Instagram, I've got nothing but Luka highlights.
That's the algorithm.
It's wild, bro. You guys saw that play? Him, Kyrie, and what Jones Jr., whoever that guy is, dunking the ball at the end of that play?
Mm-mm.
It's the most watched sports media play of the year, over 250 million views.
Oh, you talking about that? You talking about that play with Luka and Kyrie, and then he threw it to the guy and he's falling?
Was that the dude from Miami? That Jones?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't think of his name. But yeah, that's the most viewed sports play of the year. 250 plus million views.
Oh, the one where Luka and Kyrie, and then they pass it to each other, and then they threw it to the guy for the. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't think of that guy's name.
This dude Charlie was arrested.
Yeah, you saw that? Dumbass.
Oh my lord,
them boys is dumb. They're as dumb as the Porter brothers.
Oh my lord. Yeah, and they say K-Dot was going to release another diss record, but the murder at Drake's house or whatever stopped it.
I would have released it.
Nah. Got people getting killed now, bro.
I ain't got nothing to do with him. That's between Drake and The Weeknd.
Got people getting killed. That ain't cool.
One more thing for you.
OB ho.
Here you go.
The
record label stepping in, telling them to squash the beef.
Nah, man, keep that thing going, man. Every time Lil Drake gets getting punched on, they always want to stop.
I'm going to be living in Texas when I get out in a few months, so I'm just trying to meet some good people in that area. It would be cool to get to know some new people. So if you'd like, you can message me on JPay. My IDOC number is 127429.
She in jail?
Yeah, so this place in Idaho, they allow inmates to have like a social media thing to try to set up when they leave prison. Hey, I'm coming out. If you want to meet me, here is where I'm going to be.
Like Love and Lockdown or whatever that show was?
No, here,
play it again? I didn't see it.
One more time.
Why would I want to meet an ex-con?
Maybe you think she's to die for.
OB ho.
My name is Tara. I'm 31 and I'm currently doing time in Boise, Idaho. But I'm going to be living in Texas when I get out in a few months. So I'm just trying to meet some good people in that area. It would be cool to get to know some new people. So if you'd like, you can message me on JPay.
She's gonna be back in
number
jail.
is 127429.
She said messenger on what? JPay?
On JPay.
That's where you send money for commissary, ain't it?
I don't know. It says JPay.
You send messages through there. Like I gotta send you some bread for commissary, and then I can message you.
I thought she said JPEG.
No, it's this thing in Idaho where you want to meet people. They're leaving prison. You can talk with them. You can talk with them while they're in there.
If you play it again and you close your eyes, you think that's Kim Kardashian.
Oh yeah, that's what I don't know. She sounds.
Play it again and close your eyes.
Yeah, play it again and close your eyes.
Let me find
it. It's like Kim Kardashian is talking.
Oh, I might have lost it.
Yeah, I told you, JPay. That's where you send a commissary. You can send funds to your loved ones in federal prisons.
That's crazy.
So I gotta send her money to talk to her. I got what kind of hustle you got going over there, sister? You hustling? You ain't even out yet. You back hustling? Yeah, put some money on the books and send me a message.
She ain't even that cute.
Damn, send me a message through JPay. I'll send you $1. Hey,
yeah, I've never heard of that, but Iowa apparently has a whole bunch of stuff for these.
Nah, but JPay is a website. Like that's how you send money on the. How you put money in the books.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was in Iowa.
You don't send none of your homies money?
No. My homies aren't. They're not. They're not needing JPay.
My homie.
You send them little cash app, little cash.
My homies use Venmo. They don't use Cash App.
No, JPay uses MoneyGram.
Never heard of that.
You ever heard of MoneyGram?
This is for.
You ever see young pictures of the Golden Girls?
The what and the who?
The Golden Girls. Yeah.
And why are the Patriots?
They were golden.
They were golden.
The little old lady. Boy, she got some stories on her. Yeah, you see that? Oh, Blanche. Yo, Blanche was about it, boy.
She look like she's from the Addams Family.
Blanche was about that action, boy.
Oh, Betty.
There you go, Sophia. Ooh. Old girl, boy.
It looked a certain way back when.
She ain't playing. Go back.
Was the only one.
Nah, Blanche was the real one, boy. Blanche had that Marilyn Monroe thing going on.
Yes, she did. Yeah, this came across Instagram the other day. Look at the Golden Girls when they were young. Piqued my interest.
Yeah, it's like 1920s.
I know, right? I remember when that show was on.
Blanche was the freak on the show. Don't get Blanche twisted now.
I saw
Blanche was about that action.
She auditioned for Rose for Betty White's part. And they're like, you don't scream hometown girl. Try this part. And then she repped for Blanche. They're like, yeah, you're Blanche. We're good. Go to show. Get it going.
Yeah, Blanche was the real one.
I didn't know about TV and shit. Sophia, the mother, was the youngest of all the Golden Girls. I'm like, no, that can't be. She's the mom.
What? The old lady?
She was the youngest. When they were all on set, she was the youngest age of all of the four.
And she looked that older than them?
They dressed her up. They got her the wig and all that shit. I was like, that can't be real.
She looked like she was 2 inches from just
she was
falling over.
She was the youngest, man. Like, as you get older, you watch replays of the Golden Girls. The show was actually pretty funny.
Josh Giddey. He hang out with Drake.
And let that beef keep going. Drop the next
All right,
track,
let's
man.
see.
Nah, man, them boy label say we need to stop
Kendrick,
this
Kendrick,
right
keep
now.
Going. Kendrick said, nah, dog. I gotta keep
leave us alone.
I gotta keep foot on the gas, dog. I gotta finish what Pusha started. Let's go, Push. Hey, he told him.
Man.
He told him. He said, "You try to. You better push your T. You better."
Listen,
the labels say they think
you guys can talk for hippity hop.
Screw the labels. Screw the labels. Kendrick don't rock with the labels anyways.
No, but the label saying they need them to stop. They need them to stop with this.
What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Then they go independent, man. Screw the labels.
Man, they need them to stop. They losing money messing around with this.
Keep going, K. Dot. K. Dot, if you're listening, keep going.
Your lady Estelle Getty, Sophia, was born in 1923. Blanche was younger than her, but Betty White and B. Arthur were older than Estelle Getty, than Sophia. So
B. Arthur, that's a guy.
Two of them were older than the mother in the show. So I remember growing up thinking to myself, there's no way that could be because she's the mom. But you find about TV and actors and shit. But yeah, she was not the oldest one on the show. She was the third youngest.
That's crazy because I'll tell you, she looked at close to the end.
She was born in 23, B. Arthur and Betty White 22, and Blanche in
23 what?
1923.
Hmm.
She was born in 1923.
I saw some pictures of Betty, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had some pictures of Betty online.
Way back in the day.
Back in the day. I'm guessing it was in the 40s. Since she was born in 22, I guess it's like in the 40s.
It's a possibility.
They were impressive pictures.
Tasteful, I believe, is the word you're looking for.
Oh, of course it's tasteful. It was in the 40s. They weren't acting like the girls today. They were women.
Damn, 120 to 95. That's no bueno.
Respectable women.
Tasteful nudes.
What?
No, they weren't nudes. They were fully clothed.
Well, just in general.
Respectable.
I watched this show just now, the last couple of days on Netflix. Baby Reindeer. Has it come across your viewing section there? You might like.
I really don't talk reindeers until December.
I don't do reindeers.
It's a very, very weird fucking show.
It sounds
Amy's
weird.
like, let's watch it. It's the stalking, a true story about a middle-aged woman who stalked this young guy. All right, we'll watch it. Whoa, was it anything but that? It was very aggressive. A lot of stuff.
And it's called Baby Reindeer?
Yeah, it made no sense except for this crazy lady kept calling this young guy Baby Reindeer. And, yeah, man, it was aggressive. There was a lot of things I was not expecting to see on there. Had to make sure the kids went to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, what the fuck are we watching?
With a reindeer?
No reindeers at all. It was just a weird nickname she gave this guy for some odd reason.
Oh, really? He had a red nose?
Was named Rudolph?
He had certain parts of him weren't feeling too good after he hung out with some guy and got drugged up. It went very different than what Amy's like, I wish the preview would have been differently or how they read it. It just said stalker, middle-aged woman to a young man. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck we're watching is none of that. This
Ranger games?
I wish it was Ranger games. This was bad news. I'm sitting there watching like, yeah, what the fuck is happening?
Have anybody seen Monkey Man?
Is that good? No. The movie or the show?
No,
I'm
asking if anybody's seen it.
It's the best action karate sequence film of something.
Karate is Indian people. They don't know karate.
I don't know. They say it's best fight
They're
scene.
all Asian, bro.
I'll wait till it come on TBS.
Excuse me?
I'll wait till it come on TBS.
They're Indians.
They said it's the best fight scenes or something.
Monkey Men or Monkey Man? Monkey Man?
Monkey Man, something like that.
It's the fighting movie.
I see the poster when I put on the TV. I see it on there.
Yeah, I was just wondering if anybody saw it and if it was any good.
No, I'm behind on movies, man. I gotta go see the Planet of the Apes.
Gotta see that. I love that shit.
I think I'm gonna go check that out Sunday. I got nothing else to do here.
That's the girl from The Witcher. That's Sorella from The Witcher.
Where?
In the Planet of the Apes, she's the
girl.
She's
in there. She's in there.
She's the main chick. Yeah, she's the one that
like the main monkey.
Nah, bro, the main girl that he's like, yo, we should be nice to the people. I'm not sure.
They got people in this one.
Is it Caesar's son?
It's like his grandkid or something.
Yeah,
I don't know. Something like that. They're all related.
I know there was because now
it's like us. We're related too.
Who, you and Rob?
No, us. We come from the apes.
2% difference between us and the apes.
Yeah, we come from the apes. So this it's almost like history class when you watch one of these Planet of the Apes.
I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
Yeah, this is like when we started evolving, and then we started running the world, and then we evolved, and then next thing you know, we were not apes anymore.
We're not apes anymore. Our opposable thumbs really started working, developing
evolution.
A voice.
You know how evolution works.
Oh yeah, duh. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
I mean, things are still crawling out of the water now, forming into new.
You know what I'm saying? You know how it works. Next thing you know, the ape is Abraham Lincoln when your spaceship crashes in another time dimension.
What?
You had me at spaceship. You had me at time dimension.
You don't remember that on the first Planet of the Apes reboot when the spaceship crashed at the end?
With Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, and the Lincoln Memorial was the ape.
I did not remember that.
Have you seen the Planet of the Apes with Donnie Wahlberg? I mean, not Donnie
with
Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
Say
the
Donnie
other
wasn't in it. Mark.
Mark Wahlberg. You seen the Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Remember when he left, and then his spaceship crashed, but it crashed in a different time.
I
dimension.
did not know that. I got to pay.
This was his time, and
I remember
crashed in different. And then when he went up to the Lincoln Memorial,
and they landed on the beach.
No, he went up to the Lincoln Memorial. It wasn't Abraham Lincoln. Look it up on the YouTube.
I'm gonna have to.
Look
on
it
the
up.
YouTube. What are you, 75 years old?
Yeah, look it up
It's on the YouTube.
I don't wanna.
I remember when Mark was around, he had this funky bunch with him.
Put
on
Wahlberg. Type like this. Put Wahlberg crash landing Planet of the Apes. Guarantee it comes up. But Abraham Lincoln is replaced because he crashed. He crashed in a different time. You remember in Back to the Future when they had the time branches like that? This was 1988, but this is the alternate 1988. When Biff took the almanac, went back, he formed a different 1988, and went back and formed a different. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Biff ran like the whole. Biff was running everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but that wasn't the real. That was an alternate.
You married
an alternate universe.
You know, some old guy said that some crazy kid would come back one day talking about this almanac.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would be you.
I didn't think it'd be you. You know? Biff, alternate Biff tried to take that boy out the game, boy.
What's the same gun I used to shoot your daddy?
Yep. Boy, came in the alternate universe. Your daddy dead, your mom married to Biff. Like, it's a terrible way to.
I haven't found the Mark Wahlberg one, but apparently Planet of the Apes, 1968, there's a spaceship that crash lands.
Oh,
Is that the story?
Huh?
Is that the story? Like spaceships and shit?
I'm talking about the one with Wahlberg.
Yeah. I'm trying to find that, but it brought up a 1968 Planet of the Apes crash landing. And so is that like the storyline where they're from another planet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't find it. All the shows of the 1968. When I've typed in Wahlberg Planet of the Apes spaceship crash, and I got everything but.
You're horrible. I just found it that quick.
You mind? Listen, I'm good at the internet, but I'm stuck looking at this other stuff now.
You're horrible.
I'm an internet savant.
No, you're an idiot savant.
Planet of the Apes. I see it here.
You're an idiot savant. And I don't mean that respectfully. There's the ending right there. These crash lands and Lincoln is replaced by an ape.
I see Starship Troopers crash lands on Planet P.
What?
Excuse me?
You pushing P?
No, but in the classic Planet of the Apes, when it crashes, you don't remember the spaceship crashes, and then it's the Statue of Liberty that's on the beach.
Pushing T.
Yeah, I see that.
You better off spinning back on him instead of pushing me.
I just texted to you since you're don't know how to use. I'm
better on the phones.
You don't know how to use YouTube.
I'm Terrence Crawford.
Here it is. I saw this.
I'm whooping feet.
Oh, it's 3 minutes long. That's a tough watch.
No, you just fast forward to the ending.
3 minutes is a first round heavyweight bout.
Yeah,
and people done got knocked out in the first goddamn round.
They make it out of it. He tears sheet.
Damn, they're all up in their actual police and everything.
They my real friends.
Yeah, it's an alternate universe that he crashes into. That's where the sequel was supposed to pick up, but the movie did so bad that they didn't do
it. Oh, yeah, I see there. Abraham Lincoln. See what I did there? Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham.
If they had a Abraham like Lincoln. That, there might have been a sequel to the movie. All they had to do was return the stones back to the right timeline, and Mark Wahlberg's movie would never have happened.
Oh, you're right. All right,
let's wrap this up. The big 5-4.
You're right. I'm from out town. I'm from out town.
I'm from out town.
Episode 54. You know what it is. Y'all might see me here in my temporary spot for the next month or so in Jacksonville. It may look like this. It may change if I get some guys together. But who knows?
I was just trying to keep it.
But yeah, episode 54. Catch a like, subscribe, share, hit the like button, comment. Please comment. Hit the like, share it to your folk. Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, X, Mindhunter, Black Planet. You know where we at. And we out.